Now, dairy dilemma. If you do the grocery shopping for your family, you're probably glad when you see the price of milk go down.
But we've learned that those savings come at a cost.
Many local dairy farmers are struggling to survive. Eyewitness News reporter Ted Nesi joins us now with a story you'll see only on Eyewitness News.
It's a scene about as American as apple pie, a farmer rising at dawn to milk his cows. But in Rhode Island, it's also becoming increasingly rare. For Scooter LaPrise and his family, there are no days off at Emma Acres, their 12-acre dairy farm in Exeter.
24/7.
19-year-old Maggie LaPrise helps her father look after their herd of roughly 65 cows.
We wake up around 5:15, 5:30 in the morning. We milk the cows first, and then you go and feed calves, and you clean all the barns and feed everyone. Morning chores usually end around 9 o'clock.
For Scooter, it's a way of life.
You can't get farming out of you. I mean, once it's in you, you're there.
But what was once the most common agricultural industry in Rhode Island is now vanishing. USDA figures show Rhode Island had 420 dairy farms back in 1964. Today there are only 11. LaPrise tells me at the current price, he's losing about $5 on every 9 gallons of milk he sells. Are you worried about your farm's ability to survive?
Every day. Every day.
The numbers of dairy farmers going out of business is a scary thought, to be honest.
Ken Ayers is longtime head of the State Division of Agriculture. He says dairy farms have been hammered by a 4-year crash in wholesale milk prices due to a glut of supply and rising consumption of alternatives like almond milk. He says Rhode Island is losing 1 dairy farm every year on average.
It's a big concern of ours. We'll do whatever we can to keep them viable.
Ayers says one farm that's beating the odds is family-owned Wrights in North Smithfield because they process their own milk and also have a thriving retail store. Show me the store. The LaPrise family is going to try the same approach at Emma Acres. They're building a store on the farm and aim to open it by spring.
So hopefully it'll catch on and we can help support the farm by selling a little finished product.
A more recent blow to dairy farmers, the trade war. The National Milk Producers Federation estimates tariffs have cost dairy producers more than $1 billion since they began. Ted Nesi, Eyewitness News.
Now, Rhode Island's dairy dilemma. At 5, we told you the number of dairy farms in the state has plummeted, while many of those remaining are struggling to survive.
But it's not all bad news. New at 6, we're taking a look at a success story for the local dairy industry and how it's making a difference.
Eyewitness News reporter Ted Nesi joins us now with the story you'll see only on Eyewitness News.
Rhode Island used to have hundreds of dairy farms. Today, there aren't even a dozen, but experts say there would be even fewer if local farmers and officials hadn't taken matters into their own hands. At local dairy farms like Emma Acres in Exeter, times are tough. Milk prices have been down for 4 years, and more people are drinking non-dairy substitutes. Owner Scooter LaPrise says he's losing money on every gallon of milk. He and his wife work full-time off the farm to make ends meet. Are you worried about your farm's ability to survive?
Every day. Every day.
The industry has not been taking its challenges lying down. In 2004, a group formed the Rhode Island Dairy Farmers Cooperative and began marketing their milk under the brand Rhody Fresh. The co-op lets local farmers keep more of the proceeds rather than split it with big out-of-state processing companies. Today, 4 of the state's 8 milk-producing cow dairies are part of Rhody Fresh, and the brand is stocked at dozens of local supermarkets.
Rhody Fresh, at least it puts a name and a face. We have events here, Rhody Fresh events, where you come and meet us, you meet the cows, you find out where your milk's coming from.
Rhody Fresh got off the ground with backing from the Department of Environmental Management and the Rhode Island Foundation, as well as a $125,000 state-backed loan from what is now the Rhode Island Commerce Corporation.
It really took off pretty rapidly. They were able to pay the loan back faster than the terms required.
That's a success story in your view, Rhody Fresh?
It's a success story because I think if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be talking about 8 or 9 dairy farmers. We'd probably be talking about far less than that.
Dairy farmers now want Rhode Island to legalize the sale of raw milk, which is already allowed in Massachusetts and Connecticut. State lawmakers created a commission in 2017 to study the idea, so I went looking for its report. I discovered that commission not only never met, no one was ever even appointed to serve on it. Ted Nesi, Eyewitness News.